Nice. Don't worry, we have it on footage if you roll it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm usually behind the camera, on this channel at least. I have another channel that I do called Dirt Road Therapy, and today we're headed to Roush Creek Off-Road Park as a monthly ride for Mount Zion Off-Road. Today we're doing an advanced trail ride, so hopefully we have a good group of seasoned off-roaders that are ready to hit some blue and possibly black trails. If we don't have such a seasoned group, we'll still do some fun trails, probably more like green and blue. It's almost December, and it's supposed to be close to 50 degrees today, but we're also expecting some rain. So things might get a little interesting, and those blue trails might turn into black trails anyway. The way we're shooting and editing today's episode is very similar to what I do on my own channel, so you'll hear my voice narrating throughout, as well as checking in this style of sort of vlog format, talking about what's going on as we go throughout the day. We got a nice variety of rigs out here today. A bunch of people trailered in. And it's the guys with the bigger tires, the more purpose-built rigs. And then we got the people over here who drove in and have to drive home.
We're going to be wheeling today. We've got a quick core group, 6 Jeeps, 8 Jeeps. And we're going to go probably to Hot Rod Ridge, which I don't know that I've ever done that trail, although it's very offbeat here on the east side. I think it's rated as a black or a blue. And then we haven't done Beaver Creek Trail in a while, and that's always kind of cool down there near Rock Creek. And so we've got a good group. One thing that's kind of cool is the diversity we've got in the group today. We've got a Cherokee, a JK, a JL, a CJ, and an LJ. So we've got kind of a whole mix of really cool stuff. So John's going to be filming, capturing this whole trip. It's going to be a good one. Hopefully we don't get any rain or slush, because I think that's
going to rain.
It's raining now.
It's supposed to rain till 3.
Okay, all right. Well, I think we'll have a good time nonetheless.
So we got 7 Jeeps heading out on the trails. I'm number 5 in the group here. We got a CJ and a pretty purpose-built rock crawler TJ behind me. Got Mike in the lead with his Hemi JK. We got Jim behind him with the LJ we just built at the shop. And we've got a JL on, I believe, 37s up there. Pretty nicely built rig. A JKU on 40s in front of me. Very nice rig there. And we got me on 33s. Nice work. Shouldn't be a problem. We just did Hot Rod Ridge, which is a black trail. Everybody made it through just fine. A little tiny bit of spotting needed for a few people. Just getting up the one little scramble, but that was a fun little trail, real short. So we're headed to down towards Rock Creek, which if you've heard of Roush Creek, you've probably heard of Rock Creek. It's kind of their iconic obstacle or trail. So we're headed out there, not to do Rock Creek necessarily, but to do one of the trails right nearby. As the rain continues to fall, the rocks are definitely getting slippery, but everything is otherwise going really well. I set up this camera in hopes of getting myself and the Jeeps behind me driving past it, but for some reason, Joe has stopped and gotten out of his Jeep. What happened?
Crushed out.
You?
Yeah. U-joint broke. U-joint came apart. I don't know if the yoke opened up on me or...
Carnage. Can you reach up?
Yeah, what else I could do is...
Can you do... Is your transfer case able to do just front only?
I got a flashlight. Would that help you at all?
It might. I could probably put this in front low.
Yeah.
And then just tie this up.
So here's a pretty cool little fix that we were able to do on the trail here. Because this Jeep has a Dana 300 in it, which has been modified slightly to be able to shift just power to the front axle or just power to the rear axle, he's able to put it into front wheel drive, keep it in low range, and crawl out of here. So he might require a little bit of assistance, a little bit of spotting, but should be able to get through. At least I think there's a bypass up here that he can step out of and get this Jeep back to the parking lot without having to just tow him the whole way home.
I don't know what happened there, Jim.
It's not quitting. It's knowing when you're done.
Yeah. Well, hey, if I had another U-joint, we might be able to fix that. But
I think you could. Joe made it out. He's on a blue trail, but he'll be all right. Getting back to green and then back up to the road to get back to his trailer. Thankfully, Joe's one of the guys that brought his on a trailer, so he does not have to worry about getting that thing home in front wheel drive. But he's got a locked front wheel, locked front axle to get him back out to the road. If you don't have bump stops and limit straps or something that limits your suspension travel, this might cause a problem. Fog really set in, but we are done for the day. Did some awesome trails, black trails, blue trails, only a little bit of carnage, and Jim almost rolled his Jeep. Line.
I didn't drop too much. I would steer way out of that. Turn hard left that thing.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like his rear tire might drop. He's got to turn into it though.
Turn into it and start going down. Don't worry, we have it on footage if you roll it. I think he's gonna roll it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Holy stuff.
Go anywhere if you can, just stay there. Yeah.
Yeah, just stay there.
Still a little ugly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you slide that to your black slab on the rope if you get that up there? Should feel better now.
Now you're stable. Might be stuck. All right.
There we go.
Interesting at the end there.
For sure.
Yep.
All right.
That's it, guys.
Yeah.
All right, that was a good day. Kind of
It
got a
was
little,
an awesome
little rainy at the end here.
I'm soaked.
Yeah. It was the drive shaft debacle that got me soaked.
Yeah, for sure. We had a great time. We even did the gauntlet at the end, which was cool. My dad almost lost it. So it was a good time.
Took the risky line at the end of the day.
Yeah, Dad did it and Jamie ran it too. So it was cool to see those guys. Like that trail really works your suspension hard.
Yeah.
Which is
Some
cool.
big drops, big low climbs.
Yep.
I was talking at the beginning of the day about, half of us trailered here and half of us drove here.
Right.
So the trailering your rig gives a little bit different aspect to
well, good thing.
what you're willing to
because
do.
Joe obviously had to load his TJ on the trailer. We don't know exactly what happened, but maybe a clip from the U-joint on the drive shaft came out. For me, it was the first time we ran, what was that,
Hot Rod Ridge.
Hot Rod Ridge.
Yeah.
Hot Rod Ridge, which is cool. There's a lot of, it's like an a la carte trail. So you could
every
like
spot
totally
there's
pick
kind of
your
like
poison.
3 different options almost.
Yeah, some hard stuff, some intermediate stuff, and some like a bypass line if you want to do that too. So that was cool. We did some really challenging stuff in there.
I'd say you could almost make that a red if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, that cliff like ledge was nasty.
Yeah.
So we did that. Then we went up and over 2, which was cool.
Yep.
It's been a while since I was down on 2.
What was the blue one that we did at the bottom with the real crazy climb?
Oh, 19. 19 was really neat, especially with the rocks all slick and wet. You were just like on the throttle bouncing all the way up.
And then this time of year, I mean, it was really foggy today, but you could get a kind of a nice view down in the valley from there.
Normally you can. Yeah, it was tough. But
I wanted to fly the drone, but it wouldn't have seen much.
No, it's crazy right now how much fog it is. I mean, it's what time? 4:30?
Yeah, it feels like
it's not dark for another hour, and it feels like it's all but dark now.
It feels like the day is done. And it kind of feels like you need to just run home, like get inside.
Yeah, but we're soaked to the bone. But we had 6 or 7 Jeeps. We had John and his
Jeeps.
CJ, Joe and his TJ. We had Rich and his JL. Oh, we had Jamie and his JK. I was in my JK and you were wheeling the XJ today.
Yeah.
So we covered a lot of ground, did a lot of cool trails. No real serious carnage other than Joe's drive shaft.
Everybody made it other than the one drive shaft mishap. But
yeah.
Hey, you'll have that.
I had a great time.
Thankfully, he was able to trailer it home.
And I had a very special passenger with me today. This is Amina. She's my 7-year-old. She was riding shotgun. We were listening to an audio book.
No naps were had, right?
She slept a lot of the day, which was really good. We had a great time. I hope you had a good time watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do a lot of cool stuff just like this, as well as equipping vehicles to get out here in the woods every single day. Follow our content on Instagram, Facebook, and of course, YouTube. While you're there, like and subscribe. Thanks a bunch to John, because he got absolutely soaked getting this footage today, but what an awesome day it was.
Worth it.
While the rest of the world was out in their couch watching a football game, we were in the woods tearing it up and having a great time.
That's right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you.
Yeah.